At a family cookout, my wife's brother mocked me, saying, "If you were gone tomorrow, nobody care." You know that gut-wrenching moment when someone you love, someone who's supposed to have your back, lets you down so utterly that your entire world shatters? For me, it wasn't a sudden explosion of anger, but a quiet, chilling realization, a truth whispered by my own wife's family that they thought I'd never notice. And it all started with a single, sneering comment at a family barbecue, a comment that made me realize I was nothing more than a ghost in my own life. My name is James, I'm 36, and if you told me 5 years ago that one family barbecue would absolutely demolish my life as I knew it, I would have just laughed. But sometimes, it's the smallest, most casual remark, the kind people think is just a joke, that slices so deep it completely reconfigures everything you thought you knew about yourself, your marriage, and the people around you. For me, it was that moment when my wife's brother, Matt, leaned across the picnic table, smirked at me in front of everyone, and said, "If you vanished tomorrow, no one would even notice." The whole family roared with laughter, like it was the funniest line they'd ever heard. Everyone except me. I just raised my drink, forcing a smirk, and replied with just 2 words, "We'll see." That night, with their laughter still echoing in my ears, bouncing around my skull, I quietly packed my things and disappeared. But to truly understand that night, you need to understand the years of slow, corrosive lead-up. My wife Claire's family was complicated. They weren't overtly cruel, not the type you'd see screaming or throwing things. Their brand of toxicity was far more insidious, subtle digs wrapped up as humor, blatant favoritism disguised as tradition, and this pervasive feeling that I was always on the outside, no matter how much effort I poured into trying to fit in. Claire's family was all about appearances. Sunday dinners were mandatory, barbecues were annual events no one could miss, and holidays were less about cherishing moments and more about performing for an invisible panel of judges. I knew this going in. When you're in love, you tell yourself, it's not that bad. I can handle it. You learn to brush off the comments, smile when they mock your career choices, chuckle when they roll their eyes at your hobbies. For years, I played along. I thought that's just what you did when you married into a family that didn't quite know what to make of you. The first time I truly felt expendable was about 2 years into our marriage. I'd lost my job in a round of layoffs. And even though I quickly found part-time work to keep us afloat, her family never, ever let me forget it. At one dinner, her mother said, "At least Claire has a degree to fall back on," even though I had one too, her father added, dismissively. "You'll figure it out eventually, James." Like I was some clueless teenager who hadn't decided what to do with his life. Claire insisted they were just trying to encourage me, but encouragement doesn't usually sound like a patronizing pat on the head and a sharp reminder of how little you matter. I told myself it was temporary, that once I landed on my feet, things would change. And I did land on my feet. I worked hard, got a stable job, even saved enough for a down payment on a modest house. But it was never enough to rewrite their narrative of me, the guy who just got lucky marrying their daughter. That summer's barbecue was supposed to be a celebration, her father's birthday. Everyone gathered in the backyard, the grill smoking, kids running wild with, and then, the part that shocked everyone, watch full story.